What was supposed to be a moment of pure celebration has suddenly turned into one of the most talked about incidents of England's World Cup campaign. A victory, a celebration, a leap over an advertising board. And then, disaster. England star Jordan Henderson is out of the tournament after suffering a freak injury during post-match celebrations. But what makes this story even more surprising is that one of his teammates now feels partly responsible. Newcastle defender Dan Burn has revealed the guilt he is carrying after the accident that left Henderson needing surgery and ruled out for the remainder of the World Cup. So what exactly happened? And why does Burn believe he may have played a role in it? Let's break it all down. The incident took place after England's dramatic 3-2 victory over Mexico in the World Cup round of 16. The win sparked emotional celebrations among players and staff. As excitement spread around the stadium, Dan Burn effortlessly vaulted over the advertising hoardings surrounding the pitch. For Burn, standing at an imposing 6 feet 7 inches tall, the jump looked easy. Maybe too easy. Moments later, Jordan Henderson attempted to do the same. But unlike Burn, Henderson's landing went horribly wrong. The 6-year-old slipped while trying to clear the barriers, suffering a serious injury that resulted in a broken wrist and forearm. The damage was severe enough to require surgery, and medical staff later confirmed that his World Cup journey was over. Speaking to TalkSport, Burn revealed that the incident has been weighing heavily on his mind. "I think I killed him a bit," Burn said with a mixture of humor and regret. The defender explained that he may have unintentionally encouraged Henderson by making the jump appear simple. "I made it look really easy when I jumped over," Burn admitted. But the laughter quickly fades when Burn recalls what happened next. He remembers hearing the impact immediately behind him. And for someone who knows Henderson well, one thing became clear instantly. If he doesn't get up, there's something wrong. Those words say a lot about Henderson's reputation. Throughout his career, the veteran midfielder has been known for his toughness, resilience, and willingness to battle through pain. For teammates, seeing him remain on the ground was an immediate sign that something serious had happened. Burn did not hide his disappointment. "I am gutted for him," he said. Even though Henderson was not on the pitch during the match itself, Burn emphasized that the former Liverpool captain was fully invested in the team's success. According to Burn, Henderson was buzzing for everyone, sharing in the excitement of England's victory before the celebration unexpectedly turned into heartbreak. Fortunately, Henderson has now undergone surgery successfully. Burn expressed relief that his teammate has returned to Kansas, where he can begin recovery after what he described as a difficult few days. Yet even while recovering, Henderson's influence remains impossible to ignore. In fact, Burn joked that he would not be surprised to see Henderson trying to participate in team activities despite wearing a splint. That comment highlights something deeper about Henderson's importance to this England squad. While losing any player during a World Cup is painful, Burn believes Henderson's absence goes far beyond what happens on the field. The midfielder remains one of the most respected figures in the dressing room. "He's huge as a leader in the group," Burn explained. According to the defender, Henderson helps set standards, drives teammates every day, and plays a critical role in maintaining the culture inside the squad. Even when he is not playing minutes on the pitch, his presence carries enormous value. Burn made it clear that if you ask almost any player in the England camp, they would say exactly the same thing. They want Henderson around. That is why, despite the injury, there is some good news for England. Henderson is expected to remain involved with the squad environment, continuing to provide leadership and support from behind the scenes. As England processes the loss of one of its key figures, attention is already shifting toward the next major challenge: a quarter-final showdown against Norway. And that means a possible battle with one of the world's most feared strikers, Erling Haaland. Interestingly, Burn has enjoyed some success against the Norwegian superstar. In their previous meetings, Haaland has managed to score only once against him. Burn was careful not to tempt fate, but he admitted that he enjoys facing the Manchester City striker. "I do enjoy playing against Erling," he said. For Burn, it is all about the physical challenge. The towering defender appreciates the intense battles that come with trying to stop one of football's most dangerous forwards. Yet he knows Norway represents far more than just Haaland. With stars like Haaland and Martin Odegaard capable of changing games in an instant, Burn believes England will need to perform at a much higher level than they did against Mexico. The defender stressed that every area of the pitch must be operating at maximum level if England hopes to reach the semi-finals. And inside the England camp, there is already a clear message. Mexico is in the past. The celebrations are over. The praise means nothing if the team fails to beat Norway. According to Byrne, manager and players alike have already turned their focus entirely toward the next challenge. So, what began as a joyful World Cup celebration has left England without one of its most influential leaders. Dan Byrne may joke that he killed him a bit, but behind the humor is genuine disappointment for a teammate whose tournament ended in the most unexpected way imaginable. Jordan Henderson's World Cup dream may be over, but his impact on England remains very much alive. Now, with Norway standing in their path and the stakes higher than ever, England must prove they can move forward without one of the dressing room's most important voices. Will they rise to the occasion? Or will Henderson's absence be felt more than anyone expects? The answer could define England's World Cup journey.